Welcome to In Retrospect Movie Reviews, just another poorly animated show about two guys griping about movies on the internet. We start off tonight with a roar with Jurassic Park.
Dude, that's a bad pun.
That is a pretty bad pun.
Yeah. No, but seriously, ever since Steven Spielberg first introduced the world to Jurassic Park back in 1993, we've been waiting for that other great dinosaur movie, and
A long time.
I know, and the thing is, I've been wondering if this is gonna be it. We've both been hyping ourselves up a little bit for this movie.
Yeah, you said it. I've been very excited about this movie.
I've been keeping myself a little more reserved.
Yeah, I've been excited to get back to the park. The tagline for "The park is open" was just amazing.
That was a
I
good
love that.
tagline.
Much better than the grand reopening.
No, but this new movie is directed by Colin. What is that? How do you say that?
Trevorrow?
Trevorrow?
Colin Trevorrow? Yeah.
I know, but it's also starring Chris Pratt, who we've basically seen in everything lately, from Parks and Rec, the Lego Movie, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Then the female lead is Bryce Dallas Howard. She's been in many movies, including Spider-Man 3, The Help, and she was also in Lady in the Water, which is always a personal favorite.
I haven't seen a lot of those. But another big guy that we should probably mention is Vincent D'Onofrio or
D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio. Yeah, that's it.
You got to make sure you say the Kingpin's name right.
Oh yes. But for those who don't know, he played the Kingpin on the Daredevil series on Netflix.
Yes, critically acclaimed series.
You know, there's a scene in this movie that's really funny, especially all those rumors around Chris Pratt being the next Indiana Jones. It seems like it's almost a wink and a nod to it.
Yeah, there were a couple Indiana Jones-esque, moves that he did. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but this movie was working with Spielberg, and Spielberg did work with Indiana Jones. I wonder, too, if in the trailer and in the movie, they show one of the main attractions, which is the Mosasaurus, and they show it jumping out of the water and eating a great white shark. I wonder if that was a nod to Jaws and Spielberg.
Well, it was just funny that you had the great white shark just hanging over there.
They should have had that dun then it comes out, but they didn't have that.
I feel like I was getting some Hitchcock references.
Oh yeah, there was definitely a lot of Hitchcock references, but in this time, instead of birds, it was dinosaurs. That
Pterodactyls.
Pterodactyls that were flying from the sky and attacking people and legitimately grabbing them and ripping them from the ground.
That was actually a very exciting scene. That's when I really started getting into the movie.
That's literally when all hell broke loose.
No, I was almost getting like a Titanic vibe from this, like you had all these people trapped on an island, but they can't go anywhere.
Yep, no boats, no lifeboats to get them off.
You would feel like they would have something like that. It's like they have all these military dudes and everything, and they have no boats, and they have one guy who can fly a helicopter.
Right, I would expect this from another lesser theme park, but not Jurassic World.
To me, like the Jurassic Park movies, in general, I've always seen like action movies blend with a disaster movie. Like you got a movie where things are far beyond your control, whatever, and this is just basically nature running wild.
If you really think about it, the first Jurassic Park is kind of a movie based off of a hurricane, a storm.
Yeah.
All that happens is that, and then the power goes out. And before the power can get turned back on, the pets get out. Or in this case, the dinosaurs.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I was working at my uncle's pet store over the weekend, and they got out. Still gotta find the iguana.
No, but this movie kind of goes back to that idea the first Jurassic Park. What would have happened if all the animals broke out if the park had already opened and the guests were there?
Right.
And we finally get to see that disaster scene with everybody just running in chaos.
Yeah, we do. We get it's as in you see in the movie trailer, the park has over 20,000 people on the island at the time when disaster breaks out. So it's up to Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard's character to make sure that everyone can get off the island safely.
I just really can't believe they didn't have any safety boats or any shit like that just to get people off the island. The whole hook of this movie is supposed to be that they made this new dinosaur, the Dominus Rex, this new attraction that's gonna bring all these people. All
types of different genetics from types of creatures they won't tell you.
Right. And the thing is, throughout the movie, you learn slowly about it.
They take very good care, showing the realism in it and.
The animals act like animals. That's the big thing. You see the dinosaurs, although I do love the first movie, it seemed like in this movie they seem much more animalistic.
Mm-hmm. And there's a nice little scene too where it shows, everybody canoeing down what seems to be a river or a large stream, and then all the dinosaurs are drinking on one end of it. And it's just a very peaceful scene. It'd be nice to go rowboating down, Archosaurus Lane there.
I know, but at the same time, it makes me think about, just think about one of those Stegosauruses you swatting some flies at, and then all of a sudden, that spiked tail just, you're gone.
You probably have to sign a disclaimer before you come into the park that if you're stomped on, eaten, or stabbed by a dinosaur, you will not sue.
Now, both of us have read some of the books. Like, I've read the first book, and so have you. But you've actually read the second book all the way through.
Yes, The Lost World, where they retro-con and bring. Never mind, I won't ruin it for everybody.
But the original books are actually very good. They differentiate from the movies a lot, especially the second book. It differentiates from The Lost World a lot. In this one, there was no book to be established.
No, there was no book on this one. There's no Michael Crichton for them to follow at all. This man, set the stage for Isla Nublar and Jurassic Park. So this time they kind of just, had to go off their own.
Do original story, yeah.
Spared no expense.
Was this movie everything that you wanted?
Nothing is really ever what I wanted. Not since they took away the supersize at McDonald's. But anyway, no, I really did enjoy this movie. I was smiling throughout the entire time. There's an incredible amount of dinosaur action throughout the movie.
It was.
Chris Pratt is, the hero of it. He's the main protagonist, action star. But that doesn't mean that Bryce Dallas Howard doesn't have her points. She saves him quite a few times.
She's just running around on those heels all the time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she really knows how to master it. She really does. And, she kicks a lot of butt while she does it. I thought that there was a lot more CGI than I was expecting in the movie. I thought there would be a lot more
practical effects.
More practical effects, creature features. There's nothing more scarier than that original raptor from the first Jurassic Park movie.
Or the
just staring at you. It just looks really like a real. And these a little bit more CGI, but it was very, very, very good CGI. It was impressive overall. And I thought the theme park was real. It would have been a really cool theme park. They seemed like they had everything in order. I would definitely have to give this movie a go. You need to see this movie on the big screen, possibly even 3D or IMAX if possible. But it's definitely a go for me.
We got a great summer film here. That's what we have. This movie is definitely something you want to see on the big screen. Some of the effects, especially the final action scene, is just absolutely phenomenal. The dinosaur designs are still top notch, but the only problem is, like you said earlier, I've always been a guy for practical effects. I love those great particle and special effects. Like you just said, the raptors, I love the T-Rex. And it seemed like we were introduced to a lot more characters to keep track of, and a lot more that I really just did not care about. It didn't seem like as a tight a script as the first movie. But it's just so hard to top that first movie. And once you get past it and you see some of these... Honestly, that final action scene is probably one of my top... That final action scene is one of the best scenes I've seen all year. I was kind of through the entire movie, but as soon as it happened, I was all smiles to the rest of the movie.
It is, and once you understand, what's going on in the movie, seeing Chris Pratt ride in on a motorcycle with a bunch of velociraptors is really badass.
It is.
Once you understand the context.
Oh, yeah. For me, this movie really didn't start off to about the 30-minute mark. We were established to a lot of characters that I really never got attached to too much. But once we start getting to the park and you start getting to the dinosaurs, that's when the movie really starts rolling.
Yeah, I enjoyed the start. They kind of lead it up to it. They kept showcasing it as just a regular theme park. There's two brothers in it. There's a younger brother and older brother. The older brother cares mostly about hormones and girls, and then the younger brother is very much into dinosaurs. And so then they come to the park, and one's interested, the other one's not initially.
Yeah, but some of the dialogue just overall just seemed really campy, even from Chris Pratt. But the thing is, Chris Pratt is such a great actor; he could sell that dialogue.
Yeah, there was a lot of legit there was not a lot of. There was a lot of cliches, a lot of one-liners throughout, but it's a fun, fast-paced, dinosaur flick. That they take some new routes and they actually make it seem good. If you just read this on paper, you might think it's a little silly, but once you see the movie and you see how it all works, then it kind of works.
This is definitely a movie to see.
Yes, it is.
This movie felt like it had the underlying message of product placement or corporate sponsoring in a way.
Yeah, it did. It did. There were times where they talked about certain. We won't give them away, but certain businesses, talking about sponsoring this dinosaur, this attraction.
Basically, they can own a dinosaur.
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of just like you see in NASCAR or stadiums.
For a lot of those fans out there, there's gonna be a lot of nostalgia factor in here. Like they go to certain places, you gotta see certain things.
There's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. Easter eggs meaning being hidden items from similar past movies. And there's a bunch in here, so keep your eyes open when you watch this.
They're not gonna be right there hitting you over the head, except for a couple scenes.
There are a couple where they just literally like right in front of your face. If you don't see them, then you don't see them.
Now for those dinosaur fans out here. Now, for those original Jurassic Park fans, there's going to be a certain dinosaur in this movie, and you're not going to see it to the very end of the movie. I'm not going to reveal what it is, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, is that the... I regret nothing!